I knew I always wanted to dance. Already since I was little, 4 years old, I said to everybody, I want to dance. And I was very lucky. My parents, they supported me. So I started studying at the Royal Ballet School in Antwerp. And after my studies, when I was 18 years old, I was fortunate enough to start a professional career. I danced with Yuri Kilian, Netherlands Dance Theatre, other companies in France, Monte Carlo, Opera de Lyon, Arte Balletto. And then after a very, let's say, long path, I worked with different choreographers. I met a wonderful person. He became my husband, and his name is Matteini. And he's a wonderful choreographer. He gave me everything. He has been, for me, he's a big part of my life for 26 years now. And we both founded our company, ImPERFECT Dancers Company, in Italy. And from there, we travel around the world. And I get to meet very interesting people like you, Simon. And for me, dance is, perhaps it's a cliche. I know it's a cliche, but it is my life. It is the blood that runs through my veins. If I cannot dance or be involved with dance, I think I will die. I know it's a cliche, but it's my truth. It's my truth. It's how I live. I'm constantly, not 24 hours on 24 hours, but a big part of every day in my head. I'm connected with dance. I'm connected with this art. And I always say, a little child, the moment it can walk, it dances. It's something that it's part of us. And I danced on big stages, small stages, but for me it's all the same. There is no difference. For me the most important is the public, feeling their energy, I know that during the COVID crisis, this thing came up about live streaming. It was good because in a way it helped the artists to continue their art. But for me, there is a difference between streaming, filmmaking, dance films, or really feeling the connection and the energy from the public. It's priceless. It's for me. I need them. I need the live public to dance and be at my best. Yes. And I don't have children because the dance, in a way, it is my child. I also love, because now I have a certain age, I'm coming at the end of my career, to transmit my expertise, my knowledge of everything I learned through all the years to other people. And you always can reward me with chocolate. I'm a chocoholic, a total chocoholic. So you can make me a very, very happy person.
Me too.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we not share this, but me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I love chocolate and I love cats. And I love cats. I'm a complete cat lover. And yeah, the life of an artist is beautiful, special, magical. But at the same time, yeah, sometimes I have no food in my fridge.
But it's good for the silhouette.
Or I don't know how to if I can pay my electricity bill, or
really?
if I can, yeah. And yeah, I live in a beautiful country, Italy. Italy, it's probably one of the most beautiful countries in the world. But it's very hard living there as an artist. Yeah, it's very hard living as an artist. Yes, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell this.
Yes.
During the COVID crisis, I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate because I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I know a lot of people died of it. I had family members that died of it. So I can praise myself very fortunate. But if I didn't have had my family or my parents, my sister, I probably would have ended up on the street. Because in Italy, when you are an artist, they really don't consider you as, they don't consider it as a real profession, So it was a very, very stressful time for me, and sometimes it still is, but I keep fighting because dance and dancing is what makes me breathe every day. It makes me breathe every day.
Where do you live in Italy?
In Pisa. I live in Pisa. The Leaning Tower. The Leaning Tower.
So you have a company? Or?
Yes. The name of our company is ImPERFECT Dancers Company, because we think that true perfection lies in imperfection. Your imperfection makes you unique, makes you interesting.
So I'm very interesting.
Yes.
Because I'm so imperfect.
Yes.
This is what I need to tell somebody from me. So I'm very happy today.
Yeah, because we didn't want it to have a group where everybody was the same height, physically the same. All our dancers are different, like in normal life. And so every dancer has their imperfection, which makes them unique. But if you put them all together, this energy, this fusion, makes it that something beautiful, perfect, comes out. Yeah. And we train every day.
So your studio is in Pisa?
Yes, we are based in Pisa.
How many people are you?
At the moment we have 8 dancers. Yeah.
International?
International. It's a small group. We have different nationalities. Belgium, from Spain, from Italy, from US, Mexico, from Albania. We will have a dancer that's that will come from Portugal. It's the artist world is international. There are no boundaries. There are no. That's beautiful also about the world of artists. We don't judge. We don't see. I mean, most of them we don't see the political behind it or religion. We are all artists.
Did you think to move back to Belgium from where?
Sometimes I think about it, like, yeah, probably life would be more easy. Life would be more easy, but I'm a person that needs the sun, even if it doesn't show. I'm a person that needs the sun, that needs the blue sky, rain and gray, and yeah, I open up when it's spring, when there's sun, and yes. Mm-hmm.
You are spring.
Yeah. Perhaps because I'm born the 2nd of June, so perhaps it's related to that. Yes, yes. And
what was very difficult in your life? Generally, not only profession, human aspect, whatever, relationships, profession, life, sun, shine. Really difficult.
Some men can be very evil. Yeah. Some men can be very evil, and they marked me. They marked me for the rest of my life, and probably also the conception how I see men in general. But in a certain way, it made me stronger. But I repeat, I met the most wonderful men that exist, and he gave me again the reason to believe in someone, yes.
How important is love or trust, or what is more important? Respect.
Respect. Yeah. Because there can be love without respect, and there can be love, a dominant love, a jealous love. But for me, the most important in love, Simon, is respect. Respect. Because if there is respect, you give freedom to the person. You don't control them. You let them be how they are. Because again, nobody is perfect. There always will be something that might bother the person that you love. But it's part of your character. And that doesn't need to be changed. So it's really, for me, a true, honest, long life relationship can only be built on respect.
Tell me, how imperfect are you?
Oh, I'm very imperfect. I'm very imperfect. Oh God! But that is perhaps a question you have to ask my husband, or my sister, or my mother. But I know that I am imperfect. I know it. I know it. A lot of times it's all about chance, meeting the right people. It sometimes it can sound very pretentious, what I'm saying now. Sometimes even when you're good, it doesn't mean that you make it, that you become famous. There are so many different factors that can make a person famous and rich. But I keep fighting because I repeat, it's the blood that runs through my veins. And even if I'm not famous and rich, I continue. I continue because it's what makes me, it's my heartbeat. It's my breath. It's everything.
How important is to be famous and rich?
For me, it's not important. For me, it's really not important for me because I repeat, I'm already happy if I can perform, if I can dance. Yeah, sometimes it helps to pay your electricity bill and rent and yeah, go to bed with more relaxed.
But you seem to be very relaxed and very happy, and with humor, you have humor as well, which is very important part.
Yes, the moment I start talking about my passion, yeah, I really open up. I know.
How is your life in Italy? What are you doing after the rehearsals and a lot of dancing privately?
Well, so we have the company and we have a professional training program. So basically we are working 7 days on 7 days, 7 by 7. So let's say now when we go on tour, for us it's, oh wow, it's kind of a little vacation. So yeah. The little time that I have, I spend with on the couch with my cat, answering emails, trying to contact people.
What's the name of the cats?
Kika. Kika, it means a girl in Italian. But there's a funny and a sad story behind. She was actually the cat of my neighbor. And she's beautiful. And the neighbor took another cat. And she was very jealous. And she kind of ran away. And she got all skinny. And we're like, oh my God, she's gonna die if we don't feed her. And then we start feeding her and giving her a lot of love. And she moved in with us. So that's...
How is Pisa?
How is Pisa? Pisa is not a very big city. But I like it because like I lived in Rome and other cities and wow, Rome is beautiful. It's magical, but it's impossible for work. It takes 2 hours to get from point A to point B. Pisa, no, you can take your bike and go around And I like it.
You cook?
I can cook, but I prefer that my husband cooks.
Of course.
So you see, I'm imperfect.
Tell me, please, where do you travel with your company? Where did you do your shows?
Oh, yeah, we are very lucky, and we had the fortune we went to Canada, we went to the States, we went to Armenia, we went to Macedonia. In July we will go to France, we will go to Spain. We were here now in Romania. We went in Germany, Belgium, Holland. So yeah, we're very lucky. I also have to say that as a dancer, I always I know in Germany there are really companies. You know, you're in the Staatstheater and you perform there. But I always preferred companies that would travel, and because it's interesting you never know how the stage will be. So to adapt yourself to the stage, a big stage, a small stage, how will the public be? Because every country, the reaction is different because of their background, because of their culture. So you know that every time you have to give yourself 100%. And at the end of your performance, you always, there's this kind of prehension. How will they react? And that gives you this extra adrenaline.
If you will put the time back, 1 year, 10 years, 30 years, what you will do different?
I would not have chosen Italy.
No.
To start my company. Yeah, I would have directed to other countries.
Which?
That I cannot. That I cannot say, but it's very sad. It saddens me a lot. It's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. Because as a child, my parents took me to Italy on vacation when I was little. And for me, Italy was like, wow, a dream, the weather, the food. You walk on the street and it's like walking in an open museum. So I thought like, oh, they must be so open to culture. But perhaps it's because they have too much. And so it's kind of, I have a hate and love relationship with Italy. Yeah.
And with who else? Or what else?
No, I forgive. In generally, I forgive, but I don't forget.
Good.
Yeah, I forgive. If you do me wrong, I forgive you. I forgive you. I always give you second, third, fifth chances, but I don't forget.
Good, good. So what kind of chocolate do you like?
It's something funny is happening. I was always milk chocolate. And now I start a little bit to the dark chocolate. I don't know why. But yeah.
Belgium dark chocolate.
Yes, they're the best. Oh God, yeah.
So why retire? You don't need to retire.
I'm 52 years old. I cannot.
You are lying. You are 32.
I wish. No, I know that one day it will be over for me, but I won't be sad because I can give, transmit my knowledge and my passion to the younger generations. We had the idea to do a trilogy about Shakespeare. And our first creation was Hamlet. Our second creation was Lady Macbeth, which is also very interesting. It's not Macbeth, but Lady Macbeth. And then we had the right dancers in the company to start a creation on Romeo and Juliet. But every time when we make a creation about a big title, we always search to approach it with a different angle. And that's why we called it Romeo and Juliet, the final hours. Not because on stage you see the final hours of the story, but because the final hours are the most important. If Romeo had known that Juliet was not really dead, but was faking her dead, he would not have committed suicide. And the drama, it would have had a different ending. They would have become, hopefully, old together. Yeah. And that's why there is the senior couple on stage. And also because we think that you can fall madly in love at any kind of age. Even when you're 80 years old, you can fall madly in love. There is no... love is not age lié à l'âge.
Oui.
And also, yes, at 80 or 60 years old, like in the story of Romeo and Juliet, the two families, they were, they hated each other. They would never have accepted that Romeo would marry Juliet because they were rivals. But even today, sometimes family are against the decision of a a couple that is in love. It can be because of political reasons, because there are different social levels, for many reasons. And then the couple of the children that are on stage, it's because they represent love that can be very pure, beginning of love, pure, and children are innocent. And my role is a little bit, in the beginning, I was more focused on, okay, let me be Lady Capulet. But then bit by bit, when I started more like the role was growing on me, I discovered that, yeah, I'm more like a puppet master, the puppet master. And also the passion and the destiny, and that's why I'm dressed in red, because the passionate side of love, and I also show the public with the puppets a little bit what will follow. I tell them in advance, yeah, I'm the puppet master, and at the same time the presence of Lady Capulet and a dominant presence. In general, I like to play roles that are dominant, even if in normal life and in love life I'm not dominant at all. But on stage I like to yeah, dance strong characters. Yes. Yes. Like I was saying, Simon, Simon? I'm a very curious person. So it means I have a lot of interests. I'm a little bit like a butterfly. I go from one thing to the other, and 100 things at the same time. I can start reading a newsletter about politics, ecological disaster, and then I can start listening to music, and then I can start thinking about costumes or the next production, and then I go again a chocolate recipe. So a lot of things fascinates me. Yes. Yes. I love to travel. I love to meet different people, like you, for example. It's wonderful for me. It's wonderful for me.
What do you eat to be so nice, healthy, and?
I think it's just stress. I think it's mainly stress. It's mainly stress.
So you could write a book how to what's
yes.
it to?
No, because I eat everything. I eat everything. Yeah. I eat. No, I swear. This morning I had like 3 eggs, 2 pain au chocolat, a yogurt, and then no, I eat everything. It's just perhaps. I have a stressful life, so perhaps I burn more. Other people,
Let's burn.
Yeah. No, I'm not the typical dancer, a cigarette and an apple. No. I eat. I'm completely against any kind of form of violence, and I cannot understand that in 2023 there are still wars going on. Because there are several wars going on, but yeah, when I woke up in February, I was like completely in shock. I was like, I really could not imagine that that it happened. That that we don't learn from our mistakes, that it's, yeah, history continues to repeat itself, and that there is a very dark, humanity has a wonderful side, and a very, very dark side. Yeah, that and yeah, I keep following the information, and every time I cry, and because it's just why, how is this possible? How is this possible? How can you kill children yeah. That there are only 24 hours in a day. Yes, that there are only 24 hours in a day, and that you have to make choices. And sometimes they are not always what your heart tells you. Sometimes you also have to let yourself guided by the brain, but I'm more a heart person. And yeah. If I could, I would live 24 hours or 24, but I know I need to sleep. Yeah, what do I regret? Now you make me, your energy is very, yeah. You make me very happy. At the moment, this instant, I forget about all my troubles, all my worries, and yeah, Simon, you make me happy. I'm happy now.